Student nurses, remember, pneumonia is the inflammation of the lung. To be more specific, it's an inflammation of the alveoli. So what causes pneumonia? Meron tatlong causative agent ang pneumonia, guys. We have the bacteria, the viruses, and the fungi. Iisa-isahin natin to. There are different kinds of bacteria. So yung bacteria na nagkakos ng pneumonia are the following. We have the Streptococcus pneumoniae, the Haemophilus pneumoniae, Klebsiella pneumoniae, Diplococcus pneumoniae, and Escherichia coli, or also known as E. coli, diba? For the viruses naman, guys, we have the respiratory syncytial virus or the RSV. Tapos sa fungi, we have the Pneumocystis jirovecii pneumonia or PCP. Yung fungi na to, guys, is very common siya na nangyayari for patients na may AIDS, HIV/AIDS. AIDS is the late stage of HIV. So there are 4 types of pneumonia. We have the following: the community-acquired pneumonia, hospital-acquired pneumonia, ventilator-associated pneumonia, and the aspiration pneumonia. So these are the 4 types of pneumonia. Kung tatanungin ko guys sa board exam, what is the most common type of pneumonia and the leading cause of death? Ang sagot dito, CAP, community-acquired pneumonia. Tatanungin naman kayo guys sa board exam, this happened sa hospital after 48 hours of admission. Sa pangalan pa lang mismo, hospital-acquired pneumonia. Pero kapag ilalagay sa board exam is nosocomial pneumonia, iisa lang yan sila. Nosocomial pneumonia or hospital-acquired pneumonia is the same. Ang ventilator-associated pneumonia, ito yung paggamit ng ventilator na nagkakos ng pneumonia. Based on its name lang. Aspiration pneumonia po, these are introduction of external contents. Like, for example, gastric contents. Minsan, may mga scenario din kung saan yung bata, nakalunok siya na, for example, mani. Di ba may oil yon? Yung lipid dun sa oil na yon, it can cause pneumonia din. So, tawag dyan is aspiration pneumonia. So, sa pangalan niya pa lang guys, meron kang nalunok na foreign body, water man yan, suka, vomitus, gastric contents, oil, which can cause pneumonia. So, these are the 4th type of pneumonia. Before pneumonia can happen, guys, our body will defend itself. As we all know, meron dalawang parts ang respiratory tract. We have the upper respiratory tract and the lower respiratory tract. So, gagawin ito ng paraan in order for it to expel the bacteria, the viruses, and the foreign bodies na papasok sa lungs natin. So, gagawa ng defense mechanism yung body natin. So, una, ang gagawin niya is magka-cough, no? So, coughing is a reflex. Magka-cough tayo in order for us to fight off the bacteria, no? So, kapag inuubo pala tayo, guys, it means may ine-expel yung body natin. So, coughing, yan yung unang gagawin ng ating body to fight off the bacteria and the foreign bodies. Next, magproduce ito ng mga proteases. Yung protease, or mga proteases, guys, these are enzymes, protein enzymes that causes homeostasis sa body natin. So basically, sila yung nagbabalance out ng body natin. If may mga foreign body, itatry niya ito i-balance. Gagawa ito ng paraan to fight off the bacteria. Next is the salivary IgA or immunoglobulin A. So this is a type of antibody which fights off the bacteria and other viruses. So yun yung upper respiratory tract. Gagawa sila ng paraan, guys, to protect us. So ang lower respiratory tract, gagawa din siya ng paraan for us to be protected. Number 1, may mga cilia yung natin. Sa lungs natin, guys, may mga dyan, hair-like organelles na tinatawag na cilia. So these are examples of cilia, guys, no? So sa cells natin may mga cilia, yung bronchus natin may cilia, no? So ano ba yung function ng cilia? Cilia moves out particles out of our body. It traps particles in the lungs and clears the lungs from mucus. So as you can see, yung bronchus natin, yung bronchi, may mga cilia yan. May mga hair-like organelles. Kagaya nga ng sabi ko, kailangan yung mga cilia in order for it to maintain homeostasis. Next, surfactants. Yung alveoli natin, dito nangyayari yung gas exchange. Remember that. Yung alveoli natin, guys, nag-e-expand yan at nagko-collapse. Para maka-expand at collapse siya ng maayos, kailangan niya ng surfactants, ng lubrication. Ang function niya sa body is to reduce surface tension and to prevent atelectasis. And lastly, sa lower respiratory tract, meron tayong mga immune cells also known as alveolar macrophages, responsible for fighting off the bacteria, viruses, and fungi na pupunta sa lungs natin. So basically, yung upper and lower respiratory tract natin, gagawa ito, guys, ng paraan to protect us from harm and infections. Pero yun nga lang, when our body fights off bacteria and viruses, may mga hangganan din. So these are the factors na nakaka-affect na hindi na magiging strong yung body natin against the infection. Number 1, smoking. Especially sa mga chronic smokers dyan, smoking guys can deplete our immune system. Kasi nga imbis na tulungan natin yung mga cells natin, yung mga cilia, yung mga IgA natin, mas lalong lumalala kasi nga nagsasmoke tayo. Mas lalong binababa natin yung immune system natin. Air pollution, immunosuppression. Sinabing immunosuppression guys, bumababa yung immune system natin. So these are common for patients na may AIDS and cancer. Bronchogenic cancer in particular. Prolonged immobility, yung mga tao na hindi masyadong magalaw-galaw, walang exercise, or masyadong bedridden. And then food aspiration. As I recalled earlier, isa din sa mga cause ng pneumonia is yung ma-aspirate ka ng mga foreign objects like vomit, oil, gastric contents. So these are the factors guys, precipitating factors nagka-cause ng pneumonia sa body natin. So what are the signs and symptoms of pneumonia? Tandaan to guys kasi suking-suki ito na tanong sa board exam. Number 1, we have productive cough. Pag sinabing productive cough, may plema. Guys, nung time ko, lumabas talaga tong tanong na to. Ano yung kulay ng plema ng taong may pneumonia? Greenish to rusty. Or pwede rin tawagin blood-tinged yung plema. No? So have to remember that, okay? Bakit tanong ulit? So patients experience fever, chills, anorexia, and general body malaise. Of course, it's infection. Cyanosis, bluish discoloration, kasi nga 'di ba apektado yung alveoli, which is nandoon nangyayari yung gas exchange. So technically, affected talaga yung breathing. Also, maririnig natin yung mga abnormal lung sounds. Like we have the friction rub or crackles. Tapos, it can cause then abdominal distension that leads to paralytic ileus. So, these are the signs and symptoms of pneumonia. So, how do we diagnose pneumonia? Number 1, we perform sputum exam. Gram-stain sputum test. This is the confirmatory test for pneumonia. Also, we perform chest x-ray, CBC. Titingnan natin dito yung elevated erythrocyte sedimentation rate and WBC. Bakit WBC guys? Infection. Pneumonia is infection. And ABG analysis. I-check natin dito if mababa yung partial oxygen. Kasi nga 'di ba, affected yung alveoli kung saan yung gas exchange na nangyayari. Of course, magkakaroon ng problema with breathing. So as a nurse, how do we manage patients with pneumonia? Number 1 guys, very important to guys na lumalabas sa board exam, complete bed rest. Enforce CBR sa pasyente. So bakit kailangan na silang i-bed rest guys? Guys, tandaan, ang pneumonia is lung inflammation. At kapag affected yung lungs guys, affected din yung airway. At kapag affected ang airway, yung blood supply natin sa katawan is affected din. Kasi nga 'di ba, yung blood carries oxygen throughout our body. So kung may problema sa blood, may problema din sa supply sa brain and sa body natin. That would lead the patient to be more drowsy, wala siya masyadong energy, and prone siya sa accident when it happens. Di ba nga, cyanotic yung patient, kulang pa siya sa hangin. So kapag tatayo siya bigla, mag-change yung kanyang BP, mag-change yung kanyang vital signs, especially the blood pressure. So magdi-delirium yung pasyente, malalaglag siya, mababagok yung ulo niya, delikado. So that's why we enforce complete bed rest for our patients. Tapos magbibigay tayo ng mga antibiotics as ordered by the physician. So ang most common na antibiotics na binibigay natin is yung mga broad spectrum antibiotics. We have the penicillin, the tetracycline, and the macrolides. Yung penicillin, yung drug of choice dito, especially for pneumococcal infections. Also, nagbibigay din tayo ng mga macrolide antibiotics. So, tandaan guys, pag sinabing macrolide antibiotics, ito yung mga gamot na nag-end with mycin. For example, erythromycin, azithromycin. Basta tandaan, yung ending ng drugs na to is mycin. Azithromycin, erythromycin. Ito yung perfect for pneumonia. Azithromycin binibigay once a day for 3 days. Guys, tandaan, ang azithromycin is ototoxic. Ibig sabihin, it can affect the hearing of the patient. So that's why as a nurse, imo-monitor natin sila for transient hearing loss. Magbibigay din tayo guys ng oxygen. Of course, may problema na dito sa airway ng pasyente kasi nga, 'di ba, infection of the alveoli, gas exchange. So medyo affected yung oxygen. So magbibigay tayo ng O2. Force fluids to liquefy secretions. Importante din to guys para ma-immobilize yung mga plema, yung mga mucus, and institute pulmonary toilet. Ano ba tong pulmonary toilet na to? So we have deep breathing exercises, coughing exercises, and chest physiotherapy. Turning and repositioning the patient, nebulization and suction of secretions, and place in semi-fowler or high fowlers. Very common yan guys na tanong sa board exam yung mga positioning. So for patients with pneumonia, dapat silang i-semi-fowlers or high fowlers para mag-expand yung lungs. 'Di ba? Para mag-expand, hindi siya makompress. So kailangan i-semi-fowlers. Make sure na komportable yung patient and provide high-calorie diet like high in protein, high in carbohydrates, and rich in vitamin C. And that's it, nurses. I hope may natutunan ko today about pneumonia. I'm pretty sure nalalabas to guys sa board exam at least ready ka na. Thank you so much guys for being here. I hope may natutunan ka today. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and see you in my next videos. Bye!